Sorry to bring this up now, but Nagisa and I have different views, so I've decided to go independent. Some of the other staff want to come with me too. This can't be.
Don't worry, I'll cook.
Huh? Keiichi?
My name is Keiichi Sato. I work in the kitchen at Restaurant Days, though I'm really just a dishwasher.
Today, we're having a visit from the food critic, Mr. Babazono. Everyone, just keep doing what you always do. Great food and great service.
Yes, of course.
Nagisa, you seem extra motivated today.
This is a great chance to introduce more people to our restaurant's concept, enjoying the flavors of organic vegetables.
As Nagisa Yanagawa, the owner, spoke seriously, her co-owner, Izumi Kuwata, suddenly spoke up.
Sorry to say this now, but Nagisa and I have different visions, so I've decided to go independent. The other staff members want to come with me too. What? You're telling me this now?
Hold on a second. Leaving like this, with so many people, on such an important day? Don't you think that's a bit selfish?
I've been planning this for a long time.
I'll be working as the head chef at Izumi's new restaurant.
What? Nobody told me that.
So, the only ones staying here are owner Nagisa, Yui from the floor staff, and Keiichi, the dishwasher.
This can't be. I've always said I wanted to take a high-end approach. But Nagisa is set on organic ingredients, and if we can't see eye to eye, going separate ways is the only option. The staff who agree with me are coming along. I see. If you're determined to follow your own path, then I suppose it can't be helped.
Nagisa. And so, Izumi and a number of the staff left to start their own restaurant.
Well, I've accepted everyone's resignation letters, but...
So, it's really just us now, huh?
Yui and I can handle the front, but the real problem is the kitchen. A restaurant without a chef is...
Don't worry, I'll cook.
Huh? Keiichi?
Oh wait, you can cook?
Actually, before I started working here, I was a chef at Tokide restaurant.
Tokide? That's a famous 3-star restaurant.
I did see your resume, so I know about your background, but...
I started as a dishwasher with the promise that I'd eventually work as a chef, but I could never give up cooking. So I've been experimenting with ways to bring out the best in vegetables. If you don't mind, could you take a look at this?
These cover everything, from staple veggies to seasonal ones, even rare varieties. When did you put all this together?
Whoa, the photos look amazing. Everything looks delicious.
Today's menu is a chef's choice full-course meal, right? I checked our ingredients earlier, and I was thinking of starting with a salad of autumn vegetables and a pottage soup. Then, for the main dish, a grilled chicken and vegetable plate. What do you think?
Yes, I think this menu will work perfectly.
Keiichi, that's amazing.
Keiichi, can I trust you to handle the kitchen?
Yes, leave it to me. As opening time arrived, food critic Babazono stepped into the restaurant.
Mr. Babazono is a really famous food critic, isn't he? He's younger than I expected. Kind of a trendy guy.
That's true, but his critiques are always spot on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Would you mind asking the owner and the chef to come over?
of course. Please wait just a moment.
I'm Nagisa Yanagawa, the owner. And this is our chef, Keiichi Sato.
Whoa, Keiichi! Man, it's been ages.
Yeah, it's been a while. Never thought we'd meet like this. So, you really are Babazono, huh, Ren?
Huh? Keiichi, you know Mr. Babazono?
Yeah, we were classmates in high school.
Keiichi went straight to culinary school after high school. And I started posting restaurant reviews on social media during college. A company took notice. And that's how I ended up as a food critic. I mean, knowing Keiichi's skills, it's no surprise the food here is amazing.
Wait, does that mean...
The dishes here, presentation, seasoning, serving order, even temperature control, it's all top notch. And the service from the owner and this young lady is flawless too. I'd love to feature this place in my next book. Would you be up for an interview?
Really? Absolutely.
That's amazing, Nagisa.
I couldn't have done this without Keiichi and Yui. I don't even know how to thank you two.
It's too soon for that. The real work starts now, making this restaurant famous.
You're right.
Ren, you also work as a restaurant business consultant, right?
Yeah, that's right. I help struggling restaurants with customer analysis, marketing strategies, menu development, you name it.
Business management.
Yeah, so if you're interested...
Mr. Babazono, there's something I'd like to ask you.
Huh?
Meanwhile, Izumi and the others, who left, opened a high-end restaurant called Doki Doki.
Good thing we found a new place so quickly. Toma, I'm counting on you as our head chef. I know you'll make this place a success.
Of course.
I've also reevaluated our ingredient suppliers to match the high-end concept you're aiming for. Plus, with the experience I gained at Days, I'm confident I can draw in customers with my skills. However, a few months later...
Why isn't this working? Why aren't we getting more customers? We picked a location near luxury high-rises to cater to high-end customers. Our dishes use premium ingredients and have great presentation. This should be working.
I've been putting my heart into every dish, day in and day out. Izumi, you should take a look at this review.
What? Restaurant Doki Doki uses high-quality ingredients, but the dishes fail to bring out their full potential. Honestly, for that price, the taste doesn't justify the cost. Are you kidding me?
Wealthy diners are taking notice of our place and giving it a try, but I don't think we're meeting their expectations. What? Are you saying my dishes aren't up to their standards? Yeah, and take a look at this too. If this is supposed to be fine dining, the service should be more polished and refined, especially the woman who seems to be the owner. Her attitude is sloppy and disappointing.
What? Even our service is getting trashed?
No way! Izumi, you said that opening a high-end restaurant would bring in more customers. You also promised better salaries and working conditions than at Days. I believed in that and followed you here, but are we really going to be okay?
Of course we are.
But at this rate, customers aren't going to keep coming. Honestly, some of the staff are starting to regret coming here. A few are even thinking about leaving. What the heck are we supposed to do? Seems like Days has been drawing even more customers since we left. People are really loving it.
What did you just say?
A few hours later. Just like Ryu said, it really looks like they've been drawing in more customers.
Yeah, they're packed all the time and there's even a line outside.
What in the world happened over the past few months?
Welcome, you two. Enjoy the special course I prepared for you.
The flavors of the vegetables really stand out. It's surprisingly good. The flavor and presentation are on a whole new level compared to when I was in charge.
Hey, shouldn't you be a little less impressed by the competition?
Well, I mean, it is delicious.
Nagisa, you seem awfully confident. I thought you'd be struggling with a staff shortage. You both look confused about the changes here. We lost a lot of staff, but now this guy is our head chef.
Long time no see. Wait, Keiichi? Are you the one making the dish here?
You were hired as a dishwasher. How did you end up as head chef? He's a former 3-star restaurant chef. You knew about his background, didn't you, Izumi? Well, yeah, but could he actually cook? I figured he'd been out of practice from washing dishes all this time and wouldn't be able to make anything decent.
I took this job because I wanted to cook. Even while working here, I never stopped training or developing new recipes. Not even for a moment.
To be honest, he's taken the food here to a whole new level compared to when Toma was in charge.
No way.
I had no idea he had this kind of talent.
Well, I'd say my advice had something to do with this place. Turning into a must-visit restaurant.
Sorry, but who are you?
Name's Ren Babazono. Nice to meet you.
Babazono? Wait, are you that food critic who was supposed to come that day?
Yep, that's me. First time seeing it in person. I heard from Nagisa that a bunch of staff suddenly quit that day. That was you guys, wasn't it?
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That day, Ren highly praised our food. But I wanted to make this restaurant even more accessible. So I asked for his advice on running the business.
Nagisa had a clear vision. She wanted to spread the joy of organic vegetables to as many people as possible. And when I see someone with real passion, I just have to lend a hand. No way I could ignore it.
His advice was spot on, from menu development and customer targeting to improving our marketing and service. Everything was eye-opening.
I just can't help but support people who give it their all. Plus, Nagisa and Keiichi were open to my suggestions, which helped the restaurant grow fast.
I can't believe it.
Mr. Babazono, please, can you give us some advice on running our restaurant too?
Toma, what are you...
Izumi, I know you want to grow the restaurant on your own, and that's important. But look at the reviews. We can't afford to be picky right now. We worked hard to create a high-end restaurant, but it's just not working. Come on, Izumi.
If you're willing to give us advice, then please.
Well, since you're asking so nicely, just so you know, I don't hold back.
I understand. Please, help us.
And so, Izumi also began receiving Ren's business advice. We were invited to come along, but was this really a good idea?
It's fine, it's fine. I wanted to hear what you and Nagisa thought too.
We're having the course meal, but this is...
The food, the service, the atmosphere, and then... What is going on over here?
Thank you for coming today, Mr. Babazono. So, what do you think of our restaurant?
Is it really as bad as the online reviews say?
Well, let's see. First off, the seasoning is way too strong. It completely drowns out the flavor of the high-end ingredients.
What?
Mr. Ayano, I heard that back in days you were basically second in command in the kitchen. How exactly were you cooking back then? To be honest, you're not at the level to be head chef. You'd be better off hiring someone else for the role and stepping back into a supporting position.
Wait, are you saying my cooking is that bad?
Well, back when you were here, I made sure you followed the recipes exactly. Maybe this is what happens when you try adding your own flair.
Yeah, I have to agree. At this level, the high-end approach isn't going to work. No way.
And another thing, the way you and your staff handle service is pretty rough. A server's job isn't just to take orders and bring out food. You need to engage with customers, suggest dishes, refill drinks before they even have to ask. There's so much more to it. Just standing around doing nothing isn't going to cut it. And if you're running a high-end place, your service has to reflect that.
But I've been in this business for years.
And yet, it doesn't seem like you've learned much from it, does it?
Izumi, you've always given directions to others rather than handling service yourself. I used to guide you, but now you don't have anyone correcting you, do you?
Honestly, both the food and service here are way below standard. There's no way this place can succeed as a high-end restaurant.
What did you just say?
Izumi?
Why do I have to sit here and listen to outsiders tear my place apart? This is my restaurant. I have the right to run it the way I want.
Of course you do. But didn't you ask Ren for advice? Because you wanted to fix things?
Even so, I can't just sit here and take this.
Please, calm down, Izumi. They took time out of their busy schedules to help us.
Izumi, if you really want advice, You should be open to listening.
Ugh, shut up!
I see how it is. You and Mr. Ayano were the ones who asked me to evaluate this place. You seemed desperate, so I genuinely thought you wanted to make things better. That's why I agreed to help. But if you're not willing to listen, then I have no reason to give you any advice. In the end, you just didn't have the same conviction as Nagisa and Keiichi.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I have nothing more to say. Goodbye.
And with that, Izumi refused to listen to Ren's advice, and we left the restaurant. Afterwards, Restaurant Doki Doki struggled with ongoing financial losses. With worsening reviews and dwindling customers, they were ultimately forced to close.
My dream? How did it come to this?
If I'd known this would happen, I never would have left Days. Meanwhile, I continue honing my cooking skills, working alongside Nagisa and Ren. Izumi, if only you hadn't forced a high-end approach.
She didn't even listen to Ren's advice, so it's no surprise.
You two, on the other hand, actually take feedback seriously. Makes it worth giving advice. By the way, don't you guys think it's about time for some progress between you two?
Huh?
Wait, what? Thanks for watching till the end!
And don't forget to subscribe.